Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Today we are going to be testing out a bunch of new makeup. Some I've already tried on my Instagram and some are fairly new. I've bought them literally in the last week or yesterday. I went makeup shopping and I did more damage, but we're ignoring that. We ended up with this, by the way, which I freaking adore. Like, I'm obsessed with the way my skin looks right now. But if you would like to see how I got to this and what products I used and tried out and what I think of them, keep on watching. I went and got a bunch of new makeup products that I did not need, but I thought we'd do my base together. My skin is dry, my skin is suffering. Winter and me, not a good combo. I always keep like a mental note every time I see someone using something that I think I'd like, and then I'm like, I actually write it in my notes if I'm gonna forget, but otherwise I keep it up here and I'm like, I need to buy this the next time I go out. And I had a lot. Some of these products I've had from a while ago and I've just not used them. Some I got and I've probably tried out on my Instagram, but not on here. So I thought we'd do my whole base using some new makeup products. New makeup, so exciting. Primer, listen. Primer, moisturiser, heaven. I don't know what you want to call this. Heaven in a tub is what this is. There's just something so gorgeous about this product. I have used it a few times. It smells so good. And listen, I'm like very big on primers, moisturizers. I'm very picky, actually. I remember when I first saw like everyone using this moisturizer, and I must have like randomly said to my sister like, oh my god, look at this, like it just looks so good. And she bought it for me like a week later, and I've been obsessed ever since. I think I'm on my second tub actually. It's so moisturizing and hydrating, and it has a very, I don't know how to explain the smell, but it smells good. That is all you need to know. It just makes my skin feel very plump, and anytime I've used it in the past, like my base products have applied so well on top of it, and we love that. The next thing I'm about to use, I went in, I had no intention of buying it, and I must have walked past the iconic section and I was like, oh my god, I wanted that like a month ago, but I forgot about it, so I don't know why I still got it, but I remembered that I wanted it and I picked it up and I was like, you know what, I don't need another base product. And then I was like, yeah, I do. I got the iconic Radiance Booster. I got it in Sand Glow. If you know me, you know I love a glowy base. Me and my base products, listen, they have to be glowy. In the winter, I don't really go for that wet skin vibe. In the summer, I can go for the liquid highlight and the liquid blush and like barely any powder products. In the winter, I like to look like I've got that summer skin without it actually being summer skin. Am I making sense? I'm gonna take a bit of this on my hand if it wants to come out today. I'm gonna apply it with my fingers first. I'm gonna blend it in and hope for the best, but I kid you not, when I swatched this, it looked great. Oh no, that's perfect. I got scared there for a minute. I have a feeling this is going to be one of my new fave base products because I've recently been loving... Shut up, are we seeing that? I can feel a hair that is going to piss me right off. There we go, got it out. Got it out, got it off. I've blended in the side of my face, and do not tell me that is not the dreamiest skin you have seen. You have ever seen. You have not seen. My brain is a bit jumbled up right now. Low-key, I've been liking matte skin recently though, and I don't really like that because I'm not a matte skin girl, but something I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and matte like base vibes is back in, and that scares me because I'm a dewy skin girl. This is blending out so good. Also, I'm not biased when it comes to products. I swear to you, if something is not good, I'm gonna make sure you save your coins. You know the feeling of like a bunch of people hyping up a product and then you go get it and it's not what you expected? That is literal heartbreak. That is heartbreak. Worse than heartbreak. Do I look yellow? I look very like I'm sweating, and I kind of like it. Next product. I have had this in the drawer for so long and I forgot I had it, literally to the point that I've been buying new different cream bronzers like the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin, and I've been trying them out and raving about them, and I forgot I got this like God knows how long ago and I've never tried it. It's the Chanel Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. I can feel a freaking hair on my face somewhere, like a brush hair. It is in Tan Deep Bronze. I don't really know. You know, products like this, I hate opening them and swirling my brush in it because the packaging, like the product itself, it's got like teeny tiny bit of a sheen to it. Like I can see some like gold reflexes. I don't know. The more I'm looking at myself, the more yellow I'm looking, but I swear we're gonna fix it. We're gonna sort it out. You need to let me finish. This is why I say trust the process. I'm gonna work it into the skin. Okay, it's giving me a very healthy, bronzy glow vibe. Again, I feel like this would be a very good summer product. It's a stunning shade, by the way. It's Tan Deep, but it's not like a overpowering orangey bronze, but at the same time it's not too dark either, and it's defo buildable. I just feel like very healthy looking right now. Concealers, I have DIOR Skin Correct Forever Skin Correct, and the H&B Soft Focus Concealer. I've tried both of these on my Instagram, but I've not like worn them out. This one is a teeny bit deeper, and then I use this one for brightening. I do adore the formula. Okay, I placed that there, and then I'm going to put the brightening one in between, just like so. I'm actually going to let my concealer sit. I like it to sit for a minute or two so that it can like not dry down, because some concealers don't actually blend very well when they've dried down, but I don't like it to be so shiny, so I give it a bit of time to dry out a teeny bit. That was very loud. I'm gonna let it dry down a teeny bit and then I'm gonna blend it out. Guys, I've had the heating on in this room for the whole day. I'm in a woolly fluffy cardigan and I'm still freezing. I was not made for the winter time. Like, I just can't. I cannot. I love the way these concealers blend out, by the way. DIOR concealer blends out like a dream, and I did try out the H&B Soft Focus Concealer on my Instagram. Look how easily that blended in, and look how flawless it looks. I cannot explain to you guys how unreal my under eyes look right now. And just take the excess product and swipe it underneath where we contour to sort of chisel out the cheekbones. Not me using the brush literally backwards, my bad. This is my issue. When I find makeup products, like new products that I didn't need and they work well, I convince myself like, yeah, you needed to do that. And then I won't hesitate to do it again because I'm like, last time it worked out so well. I'm actually going to need a minute to take this in because blush, blush, blush. Cream blush plus me. The best love story there ever was. And every time I see a new one, I'm like, yes, I need to get my hands on that. This is the Beauty Amelia Olivia Blush Milk. Blush Milk? I've made that up. Glow Milk. Yeah. Basically saw this all over TikTok. And I don't know if I was using it wrong, but it took ages to come. And then when I saw everyone using it on TikTok, it was very liquidy when they pumped it out. But I pumped it out and it wasn't liquidy. Like it was not a liquid blush. It just came out in a clump, and then I was like, that's not how it's meant to be. And I tried it for a second time and it was like a bit liquidy. So if it doesn't come out, oh yeah, see now it's like got that runny consistency kind of. When I first tried this out, I went ham. Like I put a whole, yeah, see, that is what it was meant to look like and feel like, but it was very like splodgy. It was just a clump on my hand. Like I couldn't do this to it. I put it on my chin and my nose, and I just love the way blush looks. And you know what, I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but I keep looking here, not there. and I thought I'd get used to that by now, but I obviously haven't. As I was saying, cream blush is it's not underrated anymore, because I feel like everyone and their mum talks about cream blush, but I never used to use cream blush. I was like, oh, what's the point? Like, I'll use a powder one, what's the difference? And then my blush would not even be on my face like 5 hours into the day. And it's literally because, oh, stop it. Are you looking at my skin? Also, I've heard that this works very, I hate when it gets dirty, but I'll clean that later. I've heard that the blush works very well on powdered skin because it's got like a sheen to it, and apparently it sits very well on top of powdered skin. But am I trying to try that right now? Absolutely not. Before I powder, I'm going to go in with my Morphe spray. I love this stuff. Like, it is heavenly. I feel like there's something there, but there's not. Before we powder, I am going to just pounce my beauty blender into my face. Just make sure everything is blended in well and there's no creases. Powder, you already know I'm in love with Miss Huda's Easy Bake. She really did make the setting game like so easy. But we're going to go in with the Cherry Blossom Cake. I've had mixed reviews on this. I have used this quite a few times, so I know I like it, but it is fairly new. Taking my trusty powder puff. The minute I started using a powder puff, I never ever went back to a brush or a beauty blender or whatever you want to call it. If you don't own these, you can literally get them off Amazon, and I know it makes a difference because I've like used it on whether that's like my sister or my friend or my mum and whatever, and we've all noticed a big difference. I'm chewing my words, they're not coming out. Pat it on the back of my hand and just press it into the skin, and I'm only gonna set here, so like my T-zone and under eyes. Set the other eye too, of course. I cannot explain to you guys how flawless and airbrushed this makes my skin look. Like, I don't know what she's been putting in here, but the only complaint I feel like I've got with this powder is this thing. What do you want to call it? If I'm in a rush and I'm having to like shake the product out or like aggressively tap into the product, that annoys me. If you're new to the powder game and you want a really good setting powder, I usually use Huda Pound Cake, but this one is like slightly brightening. That one just sets my under eyes and it does an amazing freaking job. This one is basically the same thing, but it's a brightening shade. My whole face looks filtered right now. It does not look real. ABH Blush Trio in Pool Party. We have the shades Blanc, Pageant and Cash. This one right here is calling out my name, so that is what we're going to go with. I love a pink blush. Recently dipping into that pink shade. Oh, this is a bit scary. Okay, she's pigmented. She's pink. I love it. Love. It's something about very plump pink cheeks. Like, it can be very structured and contoured, but also very, like, it makes me look healthy, very healthy, and I love it. What I am gonna do is go in with, I actually got this like 2 weeks ago, the Fenty matte blotting powder. Now, I don't know if you're meant to like just use this for blotting, like when you feel like your face is getting a little oily and whatnot, but I have been loving it just for a bit more of a filtered, bright, blurred, smoothed out under eye. I'm gonna use my powder puff again and get into some of that, and I'm going to just focus it in my inner corner part of my under eye, like so. I don't know if you can see a big fat difference, but I can. Just know when I find a good face routine, I am going to be sticking with that for life. I've tried this like twice, but then I forgot I had it. It's the DIOR Backstage Glow Face Palette. Love, 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 love this stuff. There's actually one DIOR highlighter I have that's an individual one. I actually use that religiously. This one I kind of forgot I had. So there's a very icy white shade, there's a gold shade, a bronzy shade, and a blush shade. Very handy, this palette, now that I think about it, actually. Especially if you're someone who likes a very glowy sheen to their skin. You have like everything in here that you need. I'm gonna go in with the gold shade and a bit of the pinky shade, actually. I'm gonna take it on the apples of my cheeks and then blend it upwards. I'm sorry, my skin looks so good I could cry. I could cry actual tears right now. Lips. Take off the greasy lip balm I had on. This is my everyday lip liner pot. Like the ones I don't reach for very much are all away, but these are my everyday kind of shades. And I say every day, yeah, I pick the same brown every single freaking time. Let's try and randomly pick out a lip liner. Okay, let me not look and pick out a random. Shut up. See, God knew that I look good in a brown lip liner. No, I'm joking, but like God knows that is what I like, you know. That's actually quite a dark brown. These are the ColourPop lip liners, by the way, and I hate that ColourPop is not sold in the UK because there's so much ColourPop products that I love, and shipping is like costing an arm and a leg, you know. Okay, I've lined my lips in a with a dark brown lip liner, and then I just smudged the edges out so they're not so. I'm gonna take a Max Factor Lippy, right? This is so different from the normal kind of lip shades that I would go for. It's in the shade Toasted Almond, and they had a bunch of shades that were very like pinky mauvey toned, and I don't usually go for them. But something about, oh my god, it's so stunning. It's not your usual like pinky shade. I want to say it's almost like nudie. It's a nudie, peachy, pinky, brown. It's like every perfect color, it's like every shade put together and they made the perfect nudie pink shade, and I actually love it. Just put that in the center of the lip like so. It's very creamy. It's got a matte kind of satin matte finish. Kind of satin matte, is that even a freaking thing? I don't know. Okay, I've blended it into my lip, and that has got to be one of the prettiest lip combos ever. I don't know how to explain the feel. Like, it's very creamy, but it looks semi-matte. Is that a thing? It's a thing now. It's like not a brownie lip, but it's also not a nude lip, but it's also not a pink lip, but it also is all of those lips put together. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys my top 3 faves out of the new products we tried today. If I could put all of them up there, I would, but I can't. Number 1, in no particular order, but the iconic Radiance Booster. I feel like that was the first thing that we put on that kind of made all of this sit so well. Everything sat well on top of it. It blended nicely. The shade is dreamy. I feel like you could build it up to be heavier, or you could just use it as the most minimal, pretty, glowy skin tint kind of looking vibe. This blush, I am very, very, very picky with my cream blushes, powder blushes, and I'm very big on blush as well, and nothing disappointed me. Nothing. It's got a sheen, which by the way is very hard, I feel like, with a liquid blush, because NARS liquid blushes have a sheen to them, quite a few of them, and I feel like they're the only ones that kind of pulled it off to the point where I was like, wow. And they work well on powdered skin, so I'm yet to try that with this, but I would definitely buy this if you're a pink blush, glowy cheek kind of girl. You will love this. The HMB Soft Focus Concealer. I'm very late to the game with this. I feel like everyone's tried it. I'm yet to try the foundation. Another thing on my list. But I feel like it's such an affordable concealer. The shade range. You guys have not seen the shade range. the lightest shade to the deepest shade. You could get one to cream contour, you can get one to bronze, you can get one to conceal. This one for me is more of a brightening shade, but the blend, the coverage, the formula, like it's so creamy and it doesn't feel heavy under my eyes, which I love in a concealer. But yes, I feel like those are my top 3, and if I am gonna recommend 3 for you guys to go try, it's got to be those 3. Thank you guys for watching. I literally enjoyed making this so much. I feel like reviewing new makeup products or testing new makeup products is so exciting, even though I had nothing bad to say about any of these, but I promise I did actually love every product. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down below. Make sure to share the video with anyone who would like to try any of these products out. I will see you guys in the next video.